Hi, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Mom.
And I'm Riah. It's been a little bit over a year since last time we recorded.
Do we look different?
Terrible YouTubers.
She looks really different.
Do I?
Yes. Okay, so tell them when your surgery was.
I had my surgery March 14th, 2019. Today is March, I think 26th, 2020?
Yes.
March 26th, give or take, 2020. We're actually gonna film this last weekend, but I had a giant meltdown because I didn't like the way I looked. So, here we are. Here we are. So we just watched my pre-op video on YouTube, actually on the TV, and wow.
Yeah. And we watched the first video we did. It was Mom and Riah VSG Q&A, I believe.
Yes.
Horrid. Like, this probably isn't a whole lot better. I hope it's a lot better because I'm all looking off here,
But
here.
we look better at
Glasses.
least.
Yeah, I think so. There's a huge transformation in Mariah because she went hard. She was so focused and she didn't cheat or anything. She did really well.
I did everything like legit by the book
She did.
for, I want to say, like at least 9 months.
Yes. Like, when she came home from the hospital, she did her, she measured out everything. She was on liquids for the recommended time, the soft foods for the recommended time. She slowly introduced things. No sugar, no carbs.
But everybody's program, I will say everybody's program is different. Because
Yeah.
your program and my program, like your program was super strict
Yeah.
pre-op,
Yes.
but like super lenient post-op.
True.
Mine was like, pre-op, like do X, Y, and Z, but then afterwards it's like liquid, 2 weeks, puree, 2 weeks, soft food, 2 weeks. Then you can start introducing other stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. So I didn't really start eating like real food until like a month and a half post-op.
Yes. And I was eating real food like on the second week home.
And I was scared. I didn't even want to eat in the very beginning.
Yeah.
So when I had my surgery in March, I took 6 weeks off of work. And I think when I got back to work, that's when I was able to start eating like regularly, even though my lunch was literally those like PB snack packs with like the turkey, the nuts, and the cheese. That was my nuts. Or no, that was my nuts. That was my lunch. That was my lunch like every day, and then I might have a protein shake and like some water. But I didn't even like, I knew I was hungry when my stomach was like talking to me. Like, feed me.
Okay, so there's a huge gap because I am 26 years older than her.
28.
Oh, yeah. You're not your brother. I am 28 years older than
And
her.
I'm 28 now.
Right? That is a trip.
I just had my birthday. Last year was so sad because I was in the pre-op stage and I was liquid dieting. So I didn't get to celebrate my birthday.
True.
This year, I'll insert some photos. I didn't go too hard on my birthday, but I did get dressed up and I was so cute. So it was a big step up from last year's birthday. But anyways.
So,
28 years older than me.
yes. And so being in, over 55, it's a lot slower. Okay, for me, I feel like I have always lost weight really slow after I turned like 45. All of a sudden I was unable to lose weight. And it's slow for me. And I'm not as strict on my diet because I'm not trying to be real skinny. I'm not trying to be a model. I'm not trying to be a size 8 or anything like that. I just want to be comfortable in my body. I want to be able to bend over and tie my shoes. Y'all, I was sitting on the phone like 2 months ago. I was looking at my phone and I was sitting on the couch with my legs crossed and I was like, I haven't crossed my legs in like 15 years.
Yeah, so like NSVs are
Yeah.
a thing. NSVs are non-scale victories.
Yeah.
I didn't really get a lot of them until I want to say like recently is when I started noticing like I could sit crisscross applesauce. I could paint my toenails by myself. What else did I do? Oh, the towel.
The
wraps
towel
around
is
me.
huge.
A bath towel, not a bath sheet.
Right. Like I had a regular towel and I came out, I was talking to my husband and I said, babe, look. And he's like, yeah, I'm like,
no, look.
No, seriously. Do you see any gap in the towel over here? He's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
So,
that was
pretty
wild. Okay. So in the middle of my video from last year, I was talking about the sweatshirt that I bought. I was a 3X at the time.
Yeah.
And it was this gray Dreamville sweatshirt. It said Dreamville in blue letters across. And let me tell you, that sweatshirt is baggy on me now.
Yes. And you should insert a picture because you were
will.
saying you said that you know you made it when you got into that shirt.
Favorite rapper of all time. Well, right now. He's my favorite rapper. Favorite person, favorite rapper. So he did the halftime show for the NBA All-Star game and he released limited edition merch. And I bought a sweatshirt and I bought it in the size large. I right now am like a 3X.
Yeah.
So I think when I get to when you see me in that sweatshirt on Instagram, that's when you know I'm in.
Now that shirt's all
Now that
hanging
shirt
all
is
over.
big.
That's so awesome.
Like this jacket, so I told you before I was in a 3X, 2X, depending on what it was. I was between size 22 jeans, 24 jeans in some pairs, 2X, 3X tops, 2X, 3X dresses. When I was in my best friend's wedding a couple of years ago, my dress was a size 22. I put on that bridesmaid's dress and girl,
it was like a blanket.
If it didn't have straps, it would have nothing to hold on to.
Yeah.
This jacket is a size large. The dress I have is a size medium, although I did have to, pin it up a little bit. But my cousin gave me this
still
dress.
got all that going on.
Well,
That's probably not going anywhere.
Let me tell you,
Much
don't
smaller,
care
though.
if you, I don't know if you care to hear this, but I was a 44 double H before. Yeah. Double H. And I am a 36 to 38 triple D now.
That's awesome.
So I've gone through a lot of changes in this last year. I wear size 12 jeans. I'm in a size large, sometimes medium t-shirt, depending on, the stretch, what it's made out of and stuff like that. So, I mean,
it's really cool. And for me to look at her, it still is really weird when she comes around because I keep just looking at her. It's like, Mariah, you're so small. Because I don't know if we told you this, but Mariah moved to Florida shortly after her surgery.
I moved August 1st. I was in Florida for 6 months. And even in that last 6 months, I don't remember how much I weighed when I moved to Florida, but I'm like several sizes down since I came back.
Because you were still big to me when you left. Okay, because
Nice.
we took a picture, and we'll have to take another picture today, but we took a picture when you were on your way to the airport. And that's what I remember you as. Even though we had FaceTime and everything, until I saw you in person, like I didn't realize how small you were.
Tell them about the side by side when you showed Greg.
So Mariah sent me a side by side of how she was before she left, and that's how my husband and I remember her. And then when you were when you first got into size 14, you sent a picture, and it was side by side. And I showed my husband Greg. I said, "Greg, look at this," and he's like, "Yeah, oh, she's cute. Who's the other girl?" I'm like, "Hold up, what?" And he's like, "I see. This is Mariah. Who's this?" I'm like, "This is Mariah." So she was like, he was stunned. Hang on, stunned. So he just kept staring at the picture, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, Mariah looks amazing." I'm like, I know.
And it's weird because I will say, like, body dysmorphia within this VSG community, bariatric community, is like kind of real because, like, I still, like, I know that I've lost a lot of weight, but I feel sometimes it's still big.
That's crazy. Because you're like half, if not, like you lost a whole, how much weight did you lose, Mariah?
Well, okay, so my highest weight was recorded February of 2019, so a year and a month ago. I was 328. When I had my surgery, I was 314. And I weighed in at 187. So
that is insane.
And I fluctuate between 187 and 190, so that's where I've been at for like the last couple weeks. But my goal is 170, so I'm really close.
You are close. I'm nowhere near. Well, okay, yes I am. Yes I am. I have only lost 45 pounds.
There's no only.
Okay, this is true. But like I said earlier, I'm older, so I lose slower. But there are people in my age group that lose faster. It just depends on how much you have to lose and how strict you adhere.
I had so much more to lose than
the food plan. Yeah, I'm like halfway there. It's 6 months. I'm 6 months out. She hit her year. I hit my 6th month on the 19th. So it's not bad. I'm on track. Could I have lost more? Absolutely.
But she's really hard on herself and shouldn't be.
I'm not hard on myself. I just know I don't do everything I'm supposed to do. But I'm trying to live my life. I don't want to be restricted, like not being able to go out to dinner with my husband and just pick what I want to eat. I want to eat whatever I want to eat. I just want to eat a small amount of it.
And see, I don't have a husband who buy my meals. So I actually don't like to go out to eat because I don't feel like paying $14 for a plate and being able to eat out of a sauce container. Well, I don't like that.
Here's my thing. I like to eat what I want to eat, and I want it to be good. So we're not going to just eat anything because we only have so much room to put the food in. So I want my food to matter, and I want to enjoy it. So I get what I want. Now I thought I'm gonna be a cheap date because I can just eat a little bit and like get this meal and it'll last me all week. Problem is Tina, the Tommy, doesn't like leftovers anymore. She'll eat it one time, and then the third time I try, it's like my stomach has a mind of its own and it sends a signal. We don't want that. And it's a strong signal. Like, no, we don't want that. When I got home, I was able to eat eggs until about a month ago when I tried to eat an egg, and my stomach said, we don't like eggs anymore. Don't put them in here.
Which is weird because, okay, so there are a lot of things that I like don't eat anymore. There's some things that I started incorporating that I should probably take out of my diet, aka sugar. But I can eat eggs. I just can't eat boiled eggs. I can't eat boiled eggs or anything in that consistency. Also, like chicken, sausage, and like stuff like that. I went through a phase where I didn't want meat at all. The only thing I wanted was like cheese, cucumbers, pretzels.
And see, I can eat meat, I can eat chicken, no problem at all. I can eat turkey, no problem. Red meat was tough in the beginning. Like hamburger was a no-go. I could not eat hamburger for whatever reason. If it's like ground hamburger, it's harder for me to handle than a patty. Like if I eat a hamburger patty, it's okay. I have a half of a hamburger patty and it's fine. But for some reason, when it's like ground meat, doesn't sit well.
Couldn't eat ground meat at all. Like when I was first able to eat meat, I couldn't eat ground meat. It made me feel really bad. And meat now, it makes me really, really full really, really quickly.
That's why I like to put meat in first, because you get your protein in and you don't eat a bunch of unnecessary stuff.
I'm like this close, like I could probably be a vegetarian.
Never for me.
Like a pescatarian, not vegan, because me and my love for cheese ain't going nowhere. But
I like meat.
I like cheese.
Like you do like cheese.
I like cheese before my surgery, but I have a whole newfound love for cheese. And so yeah, like I mean, I don't want to take up all your time. We don't want to take up all your time.
Our whole thing was long.
But yeah, our last video was
too long.
Like almost 40 minutes long. But I mean, I definitely wanted to come on here and like update you on our progress. I know me and my mom were way more active on Instagram. I have my Instagram. I let her kind of take over the Mom and Riah.
And I don't have a whole lot of experience, so I'm trying. I'll try to post more things and try to get with her to help me post more things and things together.
You've been doing a good job because you post things like without me even, like I'll get on my feed and be like, oh, she posted a new picture, double tap. But I mean, so we kind of have our own separate journeys on 2 different Instagrams, but I do go and make little cameos on the Mom and Riah Instagram just so like, you know, like, hey, still here. But it was a lot harder, especially to film while I was gone.
Yeah.
So that's why we haven't had a lot of videos together, because we weren't together. We were literally on 2 separate sides of the
while we're together, because she's here for a little stint, we need to do like a video a month.
We should do a video a month, and then I do want to talk about like this was kind of just like everything. Yeah, just an update video. I do want to talk about some things in videos going forward. I want to talk about our NSVs.
Yeah, I would like people to watch this and ask us questions.
Yeah, definitely we can do another Q&A video, one that's not 40 minutes long.
Yeah.
I definitely want to do an NSV video. I want to talk about loose skin, which I do have.
Me too.
So I will definitely have a video about loose skin in itself. It's not as scary as people think it is, but it is a thing. I also want to talk about dating after surgery, because I do have a boyfriend.
She does.
Yeah.
Peach.
Shout out to PJ. So I do have a boyfriend, so I do want to talk about dating after that, and
how your life has changed, and how your confidence and how you view yourself and how you carry yourself, and just all the changes, all the good things that happened,
all the bad things that happened, because it wasn't all peaches and cream, rainbows and sunshine, watermelon and ice cream, all the good stuff.
But those are the things that make you stronger.
Yeah, I mean, it's a journey.
It is.
We both definitely went through this journey. It was a wild ride. I mean, it's still not over. My surgeon told me I have 18 months to lose as much weight as I can that the surgery itself will allow. The rest is up to me. So
yes.
I will do a whole new video about goals, but I will tell you one of them is I want to do a Spartan race next year on my birthday. So I'm definitely going to start training for that. So if you have any tips for me, hit me up on Instagram for sure. I know Mom's Instagram is @Mom and Riah VSG Sisters, just like the YouTube channel. Mine is Riah Talks VSG. So I mean, if you hit me up on her Instagram, or if you hit her up on my Instagram, like we communicate all the time. So let us know if you have any tips, if you have any questions, just like hit us up on Instagram. I mean, if you have questions on YouTube that you want to leave a comment on, I'll get them, and we can make a whole video about Q&As. But we just wanted to update, like, look how much closer we are.
I know. Look. It's so weird.
We're so close.
It's so weird.
So, I mean,
she's so tiny.
I know.
Like, I wouldn't be able to put my arms around her last time, but now she's so tiny.
I know, a lot of people say that about me. Like, they're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, oh my gosh, where are you? And I'm just like,
it's so awesome. Okay, so we're not going to keep you guys. The one thing I want to close in saying is that if you are thinking about having this surgery, if you have tried everything in life to be healthy and get your weight down, like we were, we waited. We weren't sure. What is the one thing we can both honestly say is that I wish I had done it years ago.
Literally.
It is not that bad. You're going to find all the scary things on the internet, and people have all this bad stuff to say, but just remember, people by nature are complainers. Like, they will complain real loud, and they'll put it out there. They'll put all the bad stuff out there, but you don't hear all the success, all the easiness of it, because we tend to not talk so loud. You know, we're like, hey, that was great, I love it. So everybody's different. There are people with health issues that make it complicated, but for us, it was great. I wish I'd have done it years ago.
Smooth sailing recovery. I will say, if you have any inkling to do it, go to an orientation.
Yes.
I've told so many people have asked me in my DMs, like, hey, I want to talk to you about the surgery because I'm thinking about it. I just don't do it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was 27.
Just educate yourself. Educate yourself.
I was 27 when I had my surgery. I'm 28 now, but one thing is, people tried everything to kind of scare me away from it, and I'm just like, if she dies, she dies. I'm gonna die if I don't lose this weight. I might die on the operating table. If I die on the operating table, all I can say is I was willing to die for this.
And for me, I felt like I was dying anyway. So, you know, I told my family, I love you. I will, if something bad happens, I just know that I went out trying to make an improvement, because I've been feeling like I've been dying for years. And here we sit.
Still here, still kicking.
Yep.
Hot Girl Summer 2020 in full effect.
Okay, so we're gonna wrap it up, because again, we said, oh, we're not gonna do a long video, and this is a long video.
It's alright.
All right.
But anyways, hit us up on Instagram. If you like our videos, if you want us to see more, like, comment, subscribe, like every YouTuber says.
Okay.
But yeah.
Stuck on you.
Thank you
Bye,
so much, you
guys.
guys. Bye.